Scooter. Hi, kittens. Yeah. How are you? Okay. Well, I changed my shirt for you so I'd look a little bit more presentable. And I thought I would do a casual vlog, but first, an update, okay? So I went on a date with a brand new guy from a dating website. I'll tell you about that. I went to the prison and visited Lion for one of his banquet dinners. I've been going out to Salem a lot and hanging out with Samantha. You know, I still do Sunday dinners at my parents' house, you know, and I have a new little addiction collection going on here. So first, the date. It was probably about 3 weeks ago now. I decided to give a whole new person a chance. He wasn't exactly my type, but I was looking for someone that wasn't exactly my type this time around. I thought, you know, things haven't always gone the greatest with a lot of the guys I've dated in the past, so let's just try something completely different, you know. And he doesn't watch this, so I can just be honest with you, because if he was watching this, I couldn't tell you all this. Anyways, I picked somebody that I thought was just, you know, cute, but not like really good looking, but not like ugly. He was just kind of in the middle of the road, but like something doable for me, okay? Because I usually go for like the super hot, pretty boy type. That's my real type, and it's kind of hard for me to get away from that. Anyways, I decided that I had to talk to him on the phone a couple of times to kind of get a feel for who he is, to decide if I actually wanted to meet him in person, because it was going to be like a whole to-do to get ready to do this and then go and spend, you know, time with him, and I didn't want to waste my time. You know, he seemed really nice on the phone. He was a year younger than me. He owns a house. He has a dog. He grew up on a farm. He sounded like somebody together, you know, put together, has his own thing going on. And I'm looking for a guy that's a provider. So I was looking for somebody that wasn't looking for me for help. And, you know, he wanted to meet at a Mexican restaurant, and I felt like that was kind of in the middle ground of, you know, nice enough, but not too fancy, you know, casual enough to meet. I put on a really nice casual dress, and, you know, it was an ageless type dress. I'm sure I got a picture I can put up here for you. Like, anybody could wear it. It was just something nice and classy and casual. Put on a pair of heels, and I met him there. Yeah, he was probably 60 pounds heavier than his pictures. I would say his photos were 5 years old. So I felt kind of like, you know, why are you lying to me when I'm trying to be honest about myself? So already I felt like it was starting with a lie. And I understand, like, maybe guys aren't taking tons of pictures of themselves. You know, you want to put the best picture you have of yourself on a dating website, but I still felt a little bit like disappointed. And, you know, then he wanted to start taking pictures of me at the restaurant, and I thought that was strange because I just met the guy. And then I thought, like, he hadn't been out with a girl as attractive as me before, which I just found really stupid saying that, but that's the feeling I had. Like, he doesn't get like super attractive women. Not that I think I'm super attractive, but, you know, somebody that puts their time and effort into their appearance and themselves. And it just kind of felt obvious. And he kept saying stuff like, oh, I don't want the night to end. I don't want the night to end. And after dinner, we went to a bar and had some drinks. And I just never felt that romantic connection. You know, I just didn't. And I just kind of took it as, okay, I'm out. Let me just enjoy some time doing something out of the house, getting to know a new person, even though it's probably not going to go anywhere. And, you know, I did talk to him, you know, about a week ago. And he was just really, really weird this time around. Like, I think he knew that I wasn't like completely into him, and he did say he'd like to go out with me again, and he just said a couple things that I thought were off-putting and weird, and I would like to just kind of sometimes I ignore things I shouldn't ignore, okay? I'm trying not to ignore red flags. I'm trying not to ignore those little icks. When I start getting that little, that's a little weird, ew, ick feeling, like, I think I ignored those a lot in the very beginning with some of those abusive people. And I didn't get an abusive vibe off the guy, I just got a weird vibe. And so I decided to just let it go. And I got the impression that he goes on a lot of dates and he gets ghosted a lot. So he didn't even contact me at all, even though we supposedly had plans, and I just didn't respond. So whatever about that. I'm not even upset. It is what it is. I'm not gonna see the guy again. And I went to a banquet dinner at the prison at Oregon State Penitentiary. And you had to be approved and put on a visitor's list, and you had to commit to being there for 2 hours. And they brought in food from a restaurant, from a Chinese restaurant that was, you know, pre-ordered a month in advance and had delivered. And we got to sit and eat together. And it was for their culture club. I guess he's a big member of this culture club they have in prison. And that's one of the things that's really good about Lion. He's really getting involved in a lot of the activities there in prison. He's, you know, learning a lot of stuff there. He seems to be really getting himself together. And so I'm really proud of him for that. I'm really surprised, by the way. And I was really nervous to go to a prison and do a prison visit, because I've done jail visits, but I've never done a prison visit. And they're very different. So in jail, you have to talk to them through a glass and like hold a phone and talk on the phone, you know, and you can't touch them or anything because obviously there's like glass in the way. In prison, you can give them a hug when you get in, you can give them a kiss, and you can hold hands at the table, you know, and all of that. So it's very more like hands-on. I kind of just felt like I was at a school, you know, and they had like a big like podium thing, and they had tons of cameras everywhere. Like if you were in Vegas, it felt like you were in a Vegas casino with all the cameras everywhere. And I'm sure they had a couple officers sitting at the podiums watching the cameras. I'm sure they were just, you know, trying to make you feel like you had your own space, but yet they're still watching you, you know what I mean? So, and of course I had to go through a metal detector, and they did something weird where they put a stamp right here on your wrist, and it was like, you could only see it with ultraviolet light. So I don't know what the stamp was, but they had a little flashlight and they would shine it on your wrist to see, you know, if you're really a visitor, but they just saw you and checked your ID. So it's kind of weird that, you know, a minute later they're doing that. And so you go through the metal detectors, stand in the hallway, they wait for everyone to get through that. Then only 10 people can go into this little like cage, and they check your wrist for the stamp, and then they lock the 10 people in the cage, and they have the big bars like you're in prison. And then after the one door is closed, the other door to the other side opens, and then everyone walks out. They close that door, and then they let another 10 people in. So they did it like this. And then they kind of like checked your stamp again before you could walk around the corner, which is silly because it's the same guy that just saw you a few seconds ago. And then you walk down another hallway, and you're like in a kind of big meeting type room. I don't know what you call it. It just felt like a rec room, you know, like a recreation room. And so I had my first prison visit. It wasn't that scary. Okay, it's not like the movies, at least here in Oregon. It's nothing like the movies. So I actually felt okay about it. Now, you aren't allowed to wear blue because all the inmates wear blue, and the inmates are allowed to wear blue jeans that have in orange and huge orange letters that say like Oregon State Penitentiary on it. So I couldn't wear blue. They don't let you wear leggings, you know. So I had to go buy a whole different outfit to do this because everything I wear was not appropriate for a prison. Anyways, and I'm going to another banquet dinner here in a couple of days because I was invited to another one. So I'm gonna go do that. And something really amazing happened. Something really crazy happened. So do you know the country singer Jelly Roll? They say he's country. I feel like he's more rock and mixture with rap. He's, you know, I don't know, they say he's country. But Jelly Roll actually came and did a concert on the prison yard of Oregon State Penitentiary. And he hung out with all of the inmates for 3 hours and signed everything that they wanted and took pictures, and Lion said it was really cool. He got to talk to him and all of that. And if you don't believe me, you can go look on Instagram on his official thing. I'll show it to you. I filmed it on my phone because I have no other way of adding it, so I'll just show it to you on my phone here.
I'm on my way to the Oregon State Prison. Gonna go sing some songs for the boys.
When I was just a baby, my mama told me, son.
We've been to some prison. This motherfucker right here is different.
God, this is real. In the yard having a concert?
It is a straight prison, yeah.
They got a presentation for you. Fucking beautiful, baby. For the first time in 20 fucking years, they have brought live music to the yard. And I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when. I'm stuck in Oregon State Prison.
What a show. Amazing. These guys just enjoyed the show so much.
I wrote my first song, Behind the Walls. It never feels better than to come back behind the wall and sing a song for y'all. Oh, this is dope. They gave tickets out. That's even more fun.
So that was cool. And my new addiction, because I have my perfume addiction, now I have my new little addiction, little collection, is Juicy Couture bags. I'm like addicted to these Juicy Couture bags, okay? Because now they're showing up at all these discount stores. So I'm going to Ross and TJ Maxx and Marshalls and collecting all these bags, because now they're like $30 when they used to be like $100 and something dollars or hundreds of dollars, you know? So I've been having fun kind of doing like a scavenger hunt type thing where I'm seeing if I can find some of these. And I've gotten a bunch of them, but not exactly the ones I want yet. So I gotta keep going until I find the ones I really, really want. But there's also this feeling of when you find one, you're like, oh, I gotta get it because I'll probably never be able to find it again. You know, so I guess they'll end up being a gift or something if, you know, I have too many of these and I, you know, don't know what to do with them. But I'm just having fun getting out of the house and kind of doing this, and it's something I can do by myself, and it's getting me going around, and it's kind of giving me more energy and giving me something to just do. And I know it's kind of silly, but I've been really, I think it's helping me out. It's helping me in a weird way. You know, I'm still healing from a lot of the crazy situations that's gone down. If you follow me, you know about all of those crazy situations. And so I'm still working on, you know, getting myself back and finding who I really am again. And it's been a process, you know, figuring out who am I really? What am I doing with myself? You know, and one of the really weird things that I feel is kind of helping, you know, it's the little things that help sometimes, is bringing my nails back to my original nails, which you never saw because you didn't know me then. But I used to always have the square tip French nails with the thick white. This is how my nails were always for years and years and years. This was like the nails I had. This is the, you know, Carmela Soprano mob wife nails. This is like me. This is so me. So if you ever want to have nails that are like something I would get that are true me, this is true me, true me nails, you know, or the red. But I think this is more me than the red, okay? So I think I'm just gonna keep it like this, and the white toes, white toe polish, which I oddly find out that white toes is like a foot fetish thing, but that's okay. Thought I'd sit and talk to you for a second, but I've been doing some filming. I've been doing a little filming, so let's get this video started. Creature. I don't know why I found this. It just popped up on my YouTube. It looks like a kitten getting a spa treatment, sleeping while someone's brushing his fur. Seems really odd. What do you think, Rachel? Do you want me to do that to you? He's out there on the tree. Creature, is he talking to you? I'm getting ready to leave and Creature's looking at me like, don't go. Don't leave me. Right, Creature? Right, Creature? Creature? Yeah. I know. I'll be back.
I'm a Sims addict.
She made a sim of me and Creature.
It's so cute. I'm so proud of myself right now. Now you guys know my secret addiction. Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
And you got the most beautiful house. Look at that. And look at all your money. Yes. You're a baddie. You got a butler. Look at your butler. Just come and just check on the house. Making sure it's clean. Isn't that cute?
Creature! You missed me, kittens? I'm home now. I'm home. Oh, yes. You've been waiting for me. Yeah, I'm here. You've been waiting a day and a night. But I'm back. Let me bring my stuff in, okay? Don't go in the garage. Let me bring my stuff in. Well, I just saw that Jelly Roll posted on his YouTube channel a longer video of going to the prison. And you can see Lion in it, okay? Lion's in the video, not for very long. He's in it probably 3 times. I tried to download this video. I'm having a really hard time downloading it, so you're just gonna have to go look it up yourself on YouTube. It's called I Went Back to Prison. It's on his official YouTube channel. But I took some screenshots of the parts that he's in, so you can go and look for those parts. But I just wanted to share that with you because I thought it was pretty cool, and it really made his day, so. Well, I wasn't planning on being on camera tonight. As you can see, I didn't straighten my hair, I didn't put all of my makeup on, but I thought I owed you a proper outro. I haven't been doing those, and I thought, why not in my dad's car, in my parents' garage, like we used to do. Remember? We used to hang out here at the end of the videos, and I thought, let's bring it back a little bit. Since I feel like I'm coming back a little bit, I'm feeling a little bit better. Can you tell? Do I seem different? Do I seem like my energy's up and my spirits are up and maybe I'm coming back to life a little bit here? Because I do. Slowly but surely. Slowly. Not all the way there yet, but we're on our way. You know? Thank God, because I was like, whoa, I do not think I can live like this. How can I live like this? You know what I mean? But there has been a shift in energy and I'm a little bit hopeful now. Also, Lion will be getting out of prison in a couple of months, so we'll see how that goes. Anything's possible. And I used to think that was a silly saying, anything's possible. But as I got older, I thought, okay, I get that a little bit more now. Because I used to think, okay. But now I'm seeing like all this weirdness that's gone down that you never thought would ever happen. And you're like, all right. So I'm just living life and doing the best I can like everybody else. I know we are all dealing with something. We all got something going on. And I'm just sharing my story with you. Okay, wild animals. Well, I'm glad we got to hang out for a little bit. Tell me how you're doing. Comment. I want to hear from you too. It's not all about me. I want to hear from you too. Okay? All right. Well, remember to always have patience with people because we are all going through something. Okay. I will see you next time.